What did you guys think on the field trip?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. We learned a lot.
Okay. I thought the field trip was a really fun experience, and it was just a way for us to learn about preserving our culture and our history and.
I thought it was very informational because a lot of us have a lot of family that immigrated from other countries, and I think it gives you a whole different perspective and a whole new view of looking at things now.
Could we do like a quick introduction before we get started with the questions?
My name is Hassan Al-Fatlawi, and I'm the Vice President of Student Government.
My name is Mariam Nacha. I am the president of student government, and I've been in student government for 6 years.
My name is Jordan Taha, and this is my first year in student government.
So how do you guys feel about old family photos and heirlooms now that you've learned a lot of things about how to preserve your family history?
I think that I think it's more important now that I know the value of these pictures, and I think it's important that we learned how to preserve them because a lot of people just end up throwing away old pictures and not really appreciating how valuable they are.
I found it pretty interesting of how much everyone's story really makes an impact on the world around us. I think everyone does truly have a huge story to tell, and even if it's their own personal story, it does affect everyone around them. Even if it's a small recipe or just a person being kind to somebody else or the friends that we make along the way, those little pieces, that's gonna eventually be part of history, and it's nice to remember things like that so people can't just erase us from the world.
I thought it was very cool and very informational because a lot of people have little things around their houses or just in their homes or family heirlooms that have a lot more significance than what you would think that they have. Most people overlook that kind of thing, and I think that this brought a lot of attention to it.
I have one final question. What message would you give to the people who want to know more about historical artifacts and how to preserve them?
I'd say definitely go to the museum that we went to. They were very informative and they taught us a lot, and especially on how to actually preserve them. They taught us how we could preserve them and what to do and what not to do.
I think it's very important to look into your family history and just understanding who you are and who your family is and where you came from. And I think it's important to preserve your things. And if you want to learn more about that, you could also go to the Arab American Museum.
I think that is something that's very important, and it's something that anyone can really take interest to, and there's a lot of websites and there's a lot of things that people just carry on around their families, and I think that it's something that everyone should have interest in because it tells a lot about who you are as a person and where you've come from.
Thank you to the student government members for giving me the chance to interview you guys, and I hope you guys learned a lot from this trip.